The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks go.
You're Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
I know, crazy start to Locked On Canucks, okay? I know. Where am I going with this? My name is Kyle Bowen, okay? One of the hosts of Locked On Canucks. I'm about to call Trevor Baggs. He was just at the game, and we just lost to the Nashville Predators, and I just want everyone to know it's going to be all right. Okay, it's going to be all right. That's life. And even good teams lose to the Nashville Predators, okay? Unreal. I'm going to be all over the place. This is going to be unhinged. And this is going to be life, and it's going to be positive. It's the only way to do this, okay? And we're also going to call Trevor Baggs as well. Again, this is Locked On Canucks. One love to the Don'tos Art Lab for giving us a space to just improvise and connect with our neighbors, connect with the community, and be there for you and you, and you and you, and you and you. My name is Kyle Bowen. And yeah, the Canucks lost 3-0 to the Nashville Predators. But who cares, right? Who cares? Because positivity is what it's all about. Positivity, man. Did anyone see that video? It's on X, Twitter. It's online. Somebody posted it. It was a little girl being asked on the Jumbotron about her favorite player, Quinn Hughes. And she took over the interview and improvised herself and brought positivity, right? She's like, by the way, can you send Quinn Hughes a message? And the host was like, sure, well, what's the message? And she's like, yo, can you tell him that, I think I'm paraphrasing, but it was like, get well soon, and I hope you're back soon. Take care, one love. And that's it, man. And you really want to talk about this 3-0 loss to the Nashville Predators. That's what you want to do. Not me, man. Not me. Trevor Baggs may want to do that. Maybe one of the darkest guys in the program. Let me give him a call and see where he's at. Okay, on Locked On Canucks. Trevor Baggs, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me, buddy?
I can hear you, man. Go Canucks, go, man. Lost 3-0 to the Nashville Predators, but who cares, man? Who cares? Who cares, dude? Who cares? Dakota Joshua got injured in the second, but came back in the third. I'm looking at the positives only. Trevor Baggs, please tell me you're doing the same, because I know it's been grim this season, and the standard should be way higher, but I feel as if I still saw a lot of positivity tonight.
Well, I think there are positive takeaways, right? I mean, they got goalie. They were the better team tonight, albeit they did it against a team that has 11 wins and 12 wins now in 38 games this season. But they were the better team tonight. They were better than the Nashville Predators. I think, the fatigue started to catch up with them towards the end of the game. One shot on goal in the last 11 minutes. But Kyle, I mean, you want to look for moral victories, and it's funny. I asked Rick talking about this post game about this is the second time in 14 games the Canucks actually outshot the opposition. Wow. And I asked him for his thoughts on that, and he literally just said moral victory and shrugged his shoulders.
No way. Trevor Baggs asking the hard questions. The hard questions. Bro, you almost got headlocked. Okay? Come on, man. That's a crazy stat. Again, for the second time, the Canucks outshot their opponent in the last 14 games. That is a positive, though, isn't it? Because again, they didn't just outshoot the Predators. I know people want to talk about the high danger scoring chances, and I get it. I'm there. I want way more of that. And that being said, it's not like they had zero. Like UC Saros made 2 or 3 pretty good saves, including one that should have been in the back of the net. And this team's like, I know they still have Brock Besser and JT Miller, and they got to do more, and we'll get into that. But like they also have that decor, and they're missing Pettersson and Hughes, and it's just you can't have it all. You gotta just take the positives, like I said, Trevor. And again, I'm not that pissed off at their offensive effort, even though they got scored 0. I'm trying to be positive, Trevor. I'm trying to be a hippie right now, okay, for the people.
You want another positive? And this is my other mind-blowing stat of the night, brought to you by my brain. Vinny D led this team in even strength ice time tonight, and he led it not by a couple of seconds. He was almost a full 2 minutes ahead of the next guy, which was Derek Forbort. And to be honest, man, Vinny D looked pretty damn good in those minutes. He was only on the ice for 2 shots against at even strength, 13 shots for. Of course, one of those shots went in, but I don't really fault him on that one. It's a 3-on-2. Steven Stamkos seems to always score in that building in Rogers Arena against the Vancouver Canucks. And man, oh man, maybe Project Vinny D is underway, and that was the other thing I asked talking about post game. Yeah, he's certainly coming along right now. I think he's playing relatively mistake-free hockey. He's finding his teammates. He's a little bit more patient with the puck. He's skating a bit better. You can tell post game he's got a bit more confidence in this game right now. Yeah, I know we're grasping at straws. Vinny D is not going to be the next Philip Roenick or Quinn Hughes, but I do think he's looked better on his last little stretch here.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. Again, I'm trying to be positive here. I feel as if I've been so grim lately about the Vancouver Canucks, and my soul, my spirit, my drive home from the studio needs more optimism. So yeah, why not? Vinny D playing better, but also still Vinny D, right? And when he's one of your best options, and also it's crazy how I say our best options. Like this guy was on the ice in overtime, and I feel as if in some key situations late in the game he was there, and it's like, well, why am I hearing this guy's name with 3 minutes left in the game? And it's like, oh yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. So again, with that information, I gotta do it. I gotta still be positive, man. Real talk. It's the only thing I gotta do. And Kevin Lankinen, he didn't make as many saves as UC Saros, but man, oh man, they really got a player here, and everyone's talking about signing him. How about this, Trevor? He's an asset.
Oh, he's an asset for sure, and he didn't make as many saves as UC Saros, but he might have made just as many grade A saves.
Good. He's so
especially
good.
Especially in the first period, man. My God, the Canucks talking about to drive about 3 or 4 times, and talked about Vinny D having a good night. I thought the rest of D kind of struggled tonight. I thought Jules struggled. Ducey was the low man in terms of ice time among defensemen, at least at even strength. Jules had a tough game, and Myers, I think you could tell he was a little fatigued from playing 47 minutes last night against the Seattle Kraken. So I don't know the rest of the defense had a bit of a mediocre game aside from, the Vinny D, Derek Forbort pairing, and Lankinen was there to bail them out on a couple of occasions. And again, I know we're trying to keep it positive here, but one thing I will say, and I especially felt this watching it live tonight, this might be the 2 slowest teams in the NHL right now. I mean, the Nashville Predators are an old, slow team, and the Vancouver Canucks, I mean, they're lacking speed, especially with Hughes and Pettersson on the lineup. And I know Pettersson hasn't been as quick as this season either, but Kyle, tell me I'm wrong, man. I'm trying to keep it optimistic, but I'm also calling it like I see it here. Was it not the 2 slowest teams in the NHL facing off tonight?
Give me 1 damn second, you son of a... Trevor.
Okay. Let's go. Good Hughes. Elias Pettersson. Rick Tocchet.
All I'm trying to say is I got to be positive, Trevor, and you either got to get off the phone or give the people, including me, Trevor, be my father, okay? Don't just think about your children here. Think about us. Think about me. Give me one more positive, man. Like something that we can take, and then we can take it to the next game, okay? Because, dude, it's starting to feel like it, Trevor. Every game is a must win or a must get a point. Or again, you just got to walk away with it with positives. The Canucks outshoot the Predators by a lot. They do. They were the better team today. Those are the steps we were asking for, right? You could be honest and look at the data. Pull out the calculator. That was one of their best 5 games of the season. 6 games of the season. There has to be. That's how bad it's been for the Canucks. They don't outshoot a team like this. I know they gave up only like 17, 18, 19 shots, and maybe like 5 or 6 or 7 of them were quality chances. But, bro, it never really happens like that. I don't know if we got to 30, but we were close. It was a step, Trevor. But give me one more, though. Give me one more positive.
Well, I think I got a couple more. I'll give you 2 more. How about that? I did say, heading into this 3-game stretch against the Kraken, the Predators, the Canadians, that I believed that the Canucks needed to win 2 or 3 games, right? Stay in the hunt. And, they beat the Kraken. Maybe, they blow the lead, but they find a way to get it done. And they were the better team tonight, and they just got goalied. I think if you pick up a win against the Montreal Canadiens, you put yourself in a good spot considering the amount of injuries and star power missing from this lineup. You enter a tough stretch, hopefully with a bit of confidence. You just got to go from there and see how it goes. And the other positive I will say is that Rick Talker was asked about, Pedersen, Quinn Hughes, Thatcher Demko, updates on them, and they are all traveling on the trip. He's not sure if they'll play, but he said that he would be shocked if they didn't play at some point.
Trevor Beggs, man, coming in with the positivity. That was a hat trick, baby. That was a hat trick. We won tonight. We won 3-0 tonight. We didn't lose to the Nashville Predators. Yo, Trevor, you know me. I am not a moral victory type of guy. But in a season with few wins, and I know we still have like 18 or whatever the number is, like it's not that grim, right? It's not that real. I know we're being a little crazy right now, but hey, the fact of the matter is they haven't played good hockey. That's the more specific thing for the majority of those games, right? They're in the grim minority. Again, that game against the Predators felt like their 6th best game of the season. It really did. It really did. So again, you got to look at the moral victories, and now you're telling me that Hughes, Pedersen, and Demko escaped, major absence. And on top of that, Trevor, Dakota Joshua goes down in the second period. It looks kind of scary. It looks kind of it looks it looks like NFL-ish, to be honest. Like quarterback getting hit in the knees, right? It looks like one of those things, and he leaves for the second. It's like like that happened again after Dakota played really good in the first 30 minutes of that game. He was really engaged. He was trying to get the boys going, right? He gets into a fight on the second leg of a back-to-back after he just got into a fight on New Year's Eve. And what does he do? He turns around to the bench. He's trying to pump everyone up, right? And they really got going. That was a pretty impressive first period in the second half of that first period. That's what the Canucks wanted, those steps. And again, Dakota Joshua being a pillar there, being a main character in another side of his game, which doesn't mean offense. All the positives are going there, and he gets hurt. And what happens in the third period? He comes back, and that's a sign, isn't it? Like things are kind of turning around now. Hughes, Pedersen, Demko, same thing. They're gonna take an airplane. It's good news, right?
Yeah, and I think the other update he gave was on Philip Roenick too. Actually, he said, not that he's going to be ahead of schedule, but that he's on schedule and he's working hard to get back. And that Talkett said he's quote looking good out there. So whatever that means, I mean, Philip Roenick at least he hasn't suffered any setbacks, and he's been out about since the end of November. So theoretically, you'd expect Roenick back. We expected him back after the 4 Nations, but maybe there's even a slight chance he returns before then as well.
That's crazy, man. So Trevor Beggs, man, just giving me the positivity. Trevor Beggs, I don't know where you're at right now. Are you leaving your rink? Are you going home right now?
Yeah, it was a no-go to record the pod in Rogers Arena, so I stepped outside the rink, and then I saw you call, so I'm just staring at the Rogers Arena sign. I'm staring at the pictures of Quinn Hughes and JT Miller, your captain, your assistant captain. Come on, boys. It's not the best stretch right now, but let's get it done. Come on, man. Almost halfway through the season. Save your best hockey for April, May, and June, baby.
Damn, this is why the people watch Locked On Canucks right here, man. Not here, man. I guess right here, but not here is this place only for you and you and you and you, just so we can talk about shipping JT Miller to Mars, okay, or Jupiter. Anyways, Trevor, you can swing by if you want. I'm probably gonna be at the studio for another hour. If not, good night. Thank you so much, and thanks for the positivity, man. On the phone with Beggsy, at the game tonight, and. Dude, you just got to take the little wins, people. Thanks a lot, Beggsy.
All right. One love to Locked On listeners. One love to you, Kyle.
Peace. Okay, once again, that was obviously Beggsy at the game on the phone. And, dude, I hope that helped you out, man. Dude, this is what a little bit of music does, a little bit of technical difficulties. It doesn't matter, man. Again, everything is metaphoric in life, people. Straight up. Everything happens for a reason, man. Straight up. This episode off to a slow start, technical difficulties. Who cares? It's not how you start. It's how you finish, man. It's how you finish. There's still what? Let's do the math. 44 games, 43 games left. Can somebody do the math? Dude, I feel as if the stars are lining, man, for the Vancouver Canucks. And I see the comments, and we'll get to all of them, including those around Quinn Hughes possibly rushing back. Dude, last time I checked, it's the NHL. It ain't the NBA, okay? Load management. We need Quinn Hughes. Come back. Let's go. We got to pick up some wins. We got to shout out our friends over at FanDuel and Gametime. So we'll do that right now. And again, get to all your comments on the other side. One love to you and you and you and you. The Canucks lose 3-0. But it don't feel like that right now, man. It feels like we won 3-0, man. Straight up. More on that again on the other side. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel, man. Doing its thing. Always doing its thing. For Trevor and his daughter. Again, I don't know if he's going to go to jail for that, but hey. It is what it is. Family bonding. You rather them do that or scroll on TikTok. Exactly, okay? Anyways, the NFL playoffs are almost there. Not for the Seahawks, but hey. They're almost there, and it's... Come on. It's not too late to get on the action on these last few games in the last week of again, the NFL season. And use FanDuel. It's America's #1 sportsbook. Also a partner, an official partner of the NFL. And right now, right? New customers can get $250 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet, okay? That's Santa Claus doing its thing, okay? Anyways, FanDuel has so many ways for you to pick up a dub. I love betting on which players will score a touchdown and how many points each team will score. How many points each team will score. I love doing that, dude. That sounds like calculations, and it can happen. It can feed your family. So use FanDuel.com today, okay? Play responsibly, but have some fun and hope for the best. That's FanDuel.com. And again, you win your first $5 bet, you get $250 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Man, oh man, Trevor, man, you better watch out, man. You better lock your doors. Today's episode is also brought to you by Gametime. Man, oh man, Gametime. I gotta use it. Gotta use it yesterday. Gotta use it today. Do the math. I gotta use it ASAP. My homie, ironically, my cousin, my brother, all of the above is a big time Oilers fan, and he's coming to town. And he's getting married this year too. He's also in line for a bachelor party, okay? And if you know me, I'm a dude. I just like to play the guitar and hang out with my girlfriend, okay? So I can't do bachelor parties. It's just, dude, I can't do them. But I could take him to the Oilers game, okay? And have our own bachelor party here in Vancouver. Courtesy of, again, the Oilers versus the Canucks at Rogers Arena. And you know me, man. I'm a Findy, okay? I want to get the best last-minute tickets guaranteed. And that's why I'm going to use Gametime. Gametime is that place. It really is. It also has that thing called Gametime Picks, right? This feature filters all of the fluff out of your site, okay? And it only shows you all these great deals, all the right numbers, again, on these great seats. So you don't waste your time. Again, the number you see is the number you'll get an invoice for, okay? It's just the truth. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Download Gametime today, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONNHL for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONNHL for $20 off. Download Gametime today. What time is it? It's Gametime, baby. And it's time to get to your comments. Okay? Okay. We back doing this on Locked On Canucks. One love to the Locked On Podcast Network. One love to the Don't Doze Art Lab for giving us the space to give you this episode. And one love to you and you and you and you and you and you for being everydayers for real, man. You're always here every tomorrow. It's a beautiful sight. It really is. And can we get some positivity in the comments? Again, we're going to do it. I'm going to read a lot of comments here. Friday night, we lost 3-0, but it feels like a win because positivity, it unlocks, dude, it could cure anything, okay? That's the energy we're on. Where am I going with this? Your comments. Man, oh man, this one comes from Infamous. Man, I love Infamous, man. Infamous, man, you gotta. If you ever become a teacher, I'm sending my children to you because you always positive, man. Okay, look at this. It was a good game. We had more chances than normal. And if we play with efforts like that, we'll be in a better spot, I think. You know what, Infamous? Remove the I think right now. Say that again or send it again. I'm going to read that comment again, but get rid of the I think, okay? We're not going to do that, okay? Positivity matters and real positivity matters, okay? Get all that BS insecureness out of here, okay? Send that comment again. My aunt is saying Miller is not on it or not in it. I'm sorry. I guess you could use both in this instance. I think Miller's hurt, man. I again, over the last, 2 games in the postcast, Calgary and the game against Seattle, I've been criticizing Miller's effort a lot. Okay, I really have. And that's after he fought somebody in Calgary, Kevin Ball. And what did I do a couple days later? Again, I'm calling him a warrior. I'm all over the place, but I'm trying to, again, the last couple of days have been emotional. I'm trying to grasp on any sort of positivity right now. All in all, yeah, the effort or the full version, the best version of JT Miller is so far away. But I also think JT Miller is so hurt. So again, I apologize for talking all this ish. It's so clear. It's so rare in hockey. And you could argue that he may be holding us back by doing this, but you can tell. Again, he's on the ice for like 4 seconds and he just rushes back to the bench. That's the best way to minimize less damage, okay? And when I say Russian, it's literally that. He's escaping the ice. That's what it looks like while he's playing these games, just to get to the bench after a 15, 20-second burst, maybe get an offensive zone face-off on the power play, boom, bam. But yeah, 5-on-5, he was there. He was getting his shifts, but they were all so short, okay? Those shifts, so short. Like me prior to December when I didn't get my confidence back, when I got my confidence back, okay? More on that other show. Where am I going with this? Again, JT Miller is very hurt and uncomfortable. And before that, not really feeling it, right? As far as what he's seen from the box score. No mojo, no substance, no pizzazz. In fact, Jeff Patterson talked about this, right? Two goals in his last 20 games, both empty netters. I believe he still hasn't scored on a goalie since like October of 1976. And yeah, those are super horrid stats, horrid facts. But right now I'm being positive, and I feel as if he's actually really going through an injury, really hurt, and he's strapping it up. What? He's putting the jersey on. Yeah, his shifts are short, but he's not completely avoidant of again, further damage. He's still playing the game, and we do kind of need him. Again, not at this level, but who else is going to play? And I think he understands that. Like, Hughes is out, Pettersson's out. These aren't playoff games, but because of all that damage that I just talked about to Hughes and Pettersson and Hronek, I'm sorry. Dude, look at us in the standings. These guys need me to play. If I can play, I'll play. If this was game 1 of round 1, I would play. So it's not the same situation, but it kind of feels like that. Because again, it's not October, it's January 3rd. And he's playing. Being a Canuck. I like that, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for trying, okay? Again, positivity, baby. Try that out, okay? Trevor Beggs in the comments, man. I hope you're not watching this and driving, man. He's saying, Vinny D, laugh out loud. Vinny D, do I do it? Do I apologize to Vinny D too? I need to see two more games of this and 2 more wins, okay? For me to completely turn kind to Vincent Darnay. I should already be kind, I know. But again, I've seen so much inconsistency, so much horrid play, and playing Nashville and Seattle. You know what? Has Adam forgotten to him? Am I going to climb out of this struggle right now? Okay. Should we sing a song for Vinny D? Okay, let's not do that. But hey, I'll end it with this. Okay, prove me wrong, Vinny D. Okay, please prove me wrong. Boom Scoom asking, when would have Miller's injury happened? I don't know. I got to watch the film closely, and I'm not going to watch the film, but I can assume only because I'll assume. Maybe it happened in the fight. I don't know. Maybe. Because it's a fight. You ever been in one of those? I haven't. But I'm assuming that there's a good chance that you'll get injured in a fight. Hey, speaking of which, Dakota Joshua, can we again look at the positives and touch on this more? Does anyone want to comment on this and get in on the action? Am I stupid or am I dumb? Or am I an idiot? Am I seeing the light at the end of the tunnel for Dakota Joshua? And is he going to return to being an important player? Because that adds a lot to the team. And of course, if you knew my life, then you would know that this statement is everything and the truth, okay? I got all the time for Dakota Joshua right now, okay? Considering what he went through and what he gave us last year. All the time. And if he's willing in the last 2 games to just be a dog and be physical and give anything to the team, again, he's just playing for the crest. That's the problem with all this negativity, all this noise, man, all this Pedersen Miller stuff. And I've been guilty of it, man. Charge me. I don't give a. We forget, man. It could actually come from anyone. Hey, this team is deep. And yo, that's just sports. Dakota Joshua again. Playing big, playing strong, still healthy. Playing mean. Giving this team some bite. That's what I'm trying to say, people. We've seen a lot of Canucks games this season. They've been so bad and so boring, like so unpurposeful for like 59 to 70% of these games. You're not walking away from that game being like completely entertained or just proud of what you saw. Today, I was proud. I was. Next comment goes to Tim, man. Tim Vosadamu. Are you Sri Lankan? Let me take a guess. That last name is cool, man. Dakota is doing what he has to do to get his mojo back. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Got to get that mojo back. If you're listening to this, that's what you got to do in your own life right now. Okay, I hope you're starting the year off with that momentum. With doing with doing the little things, with picking up a win, just one win every night. And again, that's what has to happen with a guy like Dakota Joshua. Now you got paid, you got the contract. Okay, cool. Money ain't the biggest thing, but you were essential in us winning games. And again, I have all the time for this. He's here for a long time. He can do this and return to this form whenever he chooses to. Okay, but when he does, again, he's that guy, right? He'll provide some offense, 30 to 40 points, but he's going to get on the nerves of the other team, okay? With his mouth or, again, his body. He's going to be a nuisance. And I'm liking what I'm seeing over his last couple of games. And, again, feeling kind of blessed and as if we got a win considering he didn't even get hurt. Thank you, hockey gods. Look at this one from Smirky McSir, man. Probably the second most positive Canucks fan out here, man. Okay, I want Dakota to be our modern Bertuzzi. He's showing signs. Wow, dude. Wow, dude. Dakota Bertuzzi. What? Positivity, though. Okay, that's what happens. You see what I did there? We played the guitar. Trevor Beggs did his thing. He was a dad for everyone. He was everyone's daddy for the night. Okay? And, now we got somebody saying that Dakota Joshua is going to be the next Todd Bertuzzi. You see what positivity is doing? We become delusional. We visualize our future, and it's full of optimism. It's full of best case scenario. And Smirky McSir, man, put a smirk on my face. Dakota Joshua, Todd Bertuzzi. Hey, why not, man? Why not? Should we do one more comment? Well, what else do we got here? Okay, a lot of comments, man. Holy Richard, I can't even read that. I might get, dude, I can't do that. Look at this comment from Carmen, okay? Can we get to see the best goddamn greatest third line in history back together again, okay? The no-name line, what were they called again? Joshua, Garland, and Bluger. Again, that has a lot to do with Joshua finding his game and being creative and being instinctual, right? Like when you miss that much time and then you're also feeling yourself, because I'm assuming he's not like I don't know. It would be fascinating to see what his offseason looked like when it came to like a training regimen, right? All in all, though, there's a chance that he has to warm up longer to get back to being instinctual, to find that confidence, to find that mojo, right? And it starts with a lot of things, but more specifically, as we just alluded to, it starts with the little wins and noticing those little wins. And it's starting to seem like he's having fun again. And again, it's not because he's making great plays with the puck or scoring goals between his legs. It's because he's just being impactful in the game. It's a game of hockey. Yeah, you win on the scoreboard, but you don't really just win on the scoreboard. It's all those little details that are brought to the game, and how many X factors, do that. And that's bring out the X factor game in and game out. And you see Sherwood do it a lot. We haven't seen Joshua do it as much, but it's warming up. Another guy that should I do it? I want it to be positive. I got to stay positive the whole time. I was going to talk about Niels Höglander and the horrible game he played tonight, but you know what? I'm not going to. You know what? We're going to keep it positive, baby. We're going to keep it positive, man. And here we go. Okay, another one. This is the last one. We're going to give it to a fan I've never seen before until today. And look at this, okay? Tim Vusadamu. Saying he was at the game and we had our chances and we just, didn't finish. It doesn't sound like he's disappointed. It doesn't sound like this was like those other losses. It's about progress, right? At the end of the day, the Canucks weren't going to go like 44-0 in the next. You know what I'm saying? That you got to take the little wins here. And they played a really bad team and they didn't score a goal, right? And you want more from Besser. You want more from even an injured Miller. Hey, you want more from DeBrus too. You do. You also want to see Brandstrom in the lineup too. Our power play needed. Hey, I'm not going to do it, man. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it to Taka, okay? But you got to take the little wins, okay? That was just, that was a step in the right direction. It really was. Okay? Anyways, my name's Kyle Bowen. Sorry for the technical difficulties off the top of the episode. That's what happens though, man. We were all over the place because I needed that, man. I needed that. I needed to show the people that it's all about finishing strong. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, baby. One love to the Don't Doze Art Lab for giving us the space to, give you the show and take care of that West Coast buys and our neighbors. Again, the Locked On Podcast Network. Instilling that culture in us to give you your Canucks every day. That's an obvious because you and you and you and you and you and you are allowing Trevor and I to be friends again. Or be best friends? What? That's good. Now we're getting emotional here, man. Where am I going with this? I'm getting out of here. Good night.
You're Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.